Okay guys, welcome back. There is. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect tomorrow's none other than Ellsworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's face decided, Bambino. Many condolences, I can't do. Officer Marshall. Yes, Bambino. Ugh, how can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this couple and their sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's after I witnessed a blown through the prospector's office. Try window or something. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Ellsworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now, forged evidence and arranging testimonies. You mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Ellsworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person who, hate to say this, but it's your sister Bambina, Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What, my sister? Ellsworth couldn't rush all those cattle by himself. Some people load the guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. Are you saying that Ellsworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there are bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. So why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was the closest to Ellsworth? So well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Yes, we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Although things still bother me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem, I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma, yes, I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine, it was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective was murdered and the suspect is top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this, like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Wow. Okay, we're going to do a bit of the trial. Okay. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of grey areas. Whatever, the whole thing is one big grey area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, Seth. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her, and that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial with RFA helping me, no one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Calls 9 session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Esworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment have to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Esworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed a non-pardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I certainly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for rashness with her life. There was a witness to a crime, a professional witness. Hold on, call you first witness, Mr. Esworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. For the witness, their name and profession. And for you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunch box? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like a pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is saying just don't go forgetting it. I find myself running on slime these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Esworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry up. Very well, Mr. Esworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Ellsworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Ah, I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue the description, Mister. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over you. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into two blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the two blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Fortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And just who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honour. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honour. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honour. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honour. So I proceed to cross what little hope there remaineth. If you can, then give them your worst, mister. Wait, are they talking about me? Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to Gara's car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there's no room for that. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than a point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Oh no. What's it? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying home. Oh. Well, I say that the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It's a knife after all. That's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm pretty sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as an ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would be a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Oh my. Wait, what? Hold on. Did I? No. Tell the court why you didn't tried to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife. The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, and the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic Wait, what's I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet the methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The landlady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence that at the whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Mr. Hall, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream though when I became an investigator, and if I'm being laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'll still be one. Laid off, she was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna try to find it. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Oh my greenhorn. Yes, was car. Okay. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me, I'll fire you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. The whole loads inspiring. Oh, that's what I needed. A photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, while I'm only seeing this photograph just now, you think I'll show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana's guy. So what was the defendant doing at this time? Okay, now. No, oh my. Hold on. Okay, it's a photograph, not the knife on that statement. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Guy's stab the victim with the knife? As I said already, yes. As well my finest salmon swell lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. There's an odd look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the same moment of the crime, I said no. Then why is this guy not holding a knife? Mr. Swift, your thoughts? Objection. Had to be the weakest objection ever, Ellsworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Ellsworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing, it was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Plus splatter? Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. I see no problem here. No problem, except he. Mr. Agon, just sit there and take that kind of abuse. I got a better idea. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. If you want no lunch, you're the second. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I don't have the time to stop her. Prosecutor's guy was code calculating, like a robot, secure without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated, how do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made from thin rubber, most likely. I wish I have those on. If it was not premeditated, she would have not been wearing those gloves. Ugh. Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, serious offense. Witness add this to your testimony. The knife. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunch boxes for a living, you know. That's a lunch. That's a knife. A knife. That knife that was stuck, that was in Mr. Ellsworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. Fenner is the chief prosecutor of the district. I mean, your prosecutors bad people. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me, though gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh, this knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh! Order. Wait, no, the tide just turning out our favor. Wait, so, Mr. Wright, my sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the nurse wants you to be eaten as humble pie. Or what? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. No, for such a trifling detail. There's such a hole in the whole premeditated thing. Bah! The prosecution cannot care less if it's premeditated or not. Only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant ran a sky murder detective with a knife. That's the only thing the prosecution need proof, and nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now, but you know as well as I do that she was planning on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why was she? I believe I'd like to hear testimony again. Witness, tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really, now. Anaska intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. And so the chief prosecutor held a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. That does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I order a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, that's a clear-cut contradiction. He says he stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. When you test me, then I'll test you. With my mossy surprise. I'm afraid the moss is going under our feet as we wait, mister. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to loss of blood from one stab. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Isford. What? He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed. Well, witness, you got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one can mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that some mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she left her knife, I thought I saw blood on her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed the victim at least twice. And tell us what you thought you saw. Was the blood testify? Mister, demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim, and you proved it yourself with this photograph. But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true color in life. Harsh words, but good. Yeah, Mr. Ellsworth befalls. What was my objection, chopped liver? But was there a scarf? No, not that, but something there, really. Well, no, where were we? The poor witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but not back at business. What? Very well, witness. Continue testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't say the most important part of the testimony. Most important part, the part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. And we're going to end that here. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.